Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I did decide to do this last video, number 5, for our generals right now. So we're going to aim to cover as many of the remaining signs as possible, okay? I'm just got good energy right now, so might as well. I'm here. Before I put all the decks away, might as well, right? So we'll go ahead and roll the zodiac dice. If your signs don't pop out, be sure to check the last week and the upcoming as well. So this will be for the beginning part of Thanksgiving week for a few days. That's what we're aiming for. So if you're popping on, just assume the next few days, okay? All right. Here we go. Spirit, what guidance do you have for the general collective at this time for whom it will resonate for whatever the time is divine, please and thank you. All right. Let's see what we have here. Oh, good. We have Sagittarius. That's one we needed. Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius. We have Virgo. Another one we needed. Good. We also have Aries and Capricorn. Okay. Very good. So those could be your signs, Sun, Moon, Rising. It could be the energies of those we're dealing with this time, or energies around you. We're going to get 6 alphabet tiles. This could be names, acronyms, initials, words, okay? If you see any I don't call out, go ahead, comment down below. I'm sure that'll help others. And I am going to grab that. Hold on one second. All right, the 6th tile that fell on the floor, I'm going to say it first, is the letter I. That might mean something to somebody, okay? You have G, Instagram. O, go. O again, goo, and maybe a double letter, double vowel in the word. M and T. Got, Tog, Tom, Git, Moot. All right. If you see any others, mention it. All right. Great. Let's see what's going on for everybody. Sag, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn. Please and thank you. I'll get a couple from each of the half stack of the tea leaf here. All right. What is going on? All right. Okay. Thank you. One more, please. Thank you. All right. Go ahead and start with that. First card out, dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Could go either way, right? Scales, keep your life in balance. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. And we'll stick her here. So you could be dealing... Dogs and goldfish may be significant at this time, either as like an animal synchronicity of sorts or maybe a personal identifier as well. Maybe they have those pets, right? They could be the distant friend thinking of you being disappointed, or you could be disappointed in them and they're still thinking of you, or you're not thinking of them, or you are thinking of them and disappointed. Okay, something like that. Whatever the situation is, keep your life in balance. There's an increase of material wealth or spiritual growth, right? So let's get a sign in synchronicity for you so you know you have that out in the world to be on the lookout for. This could also be an identifier as well. right. You have the number 222 on the light side. Union, balance, choices, right, time and place, peace, and it's a karma reminder, and trust that you're on the right path, okay? So perhaps whatever the situation is has already been balanced out and you're on the right path, okay? Perhaps something had been left behind that wasn't for your highest and greatest, most loving good, and now you're just kind of recovering from it. Something left your life and it's for the better. Some situation like that. Let's get one from Chief Mistress Animal Oracle, please, Spirit. Also could be a situation or person identifier or another synchronicity as well. Please and thank you. All right. You have skunk, asserting yourself, commanding respect, enhanced perception, clairessence, aromatherapy, kundalini rising, attracting a lover, walking your path devoid of obtrusions. Clairessence is also known as clairalience. That's your clear smelling ability. So maybe smells might be important at this time as well. Those could be indicators of things. You might get phantom scents as part of your soul communication, okay? And this is just being true to self, and it could also be an indication that you're on the right path as well, that kundalini rising there, okay? And it may be having this one situation leave will leave space for something new coming in that is for your greatest good. You're attracting a lover here. All right. I like that card. Not often is clairalience and clairgustance really talked about as clairs. You usually hear about the main 4 or 5, right? But they're equally important. It's another way for your higher self to send you messages. I rarely get mine, but every so often it pops out. And it's interesting how it synchronizes with things. So you may get a smell that's unusually out of place, right? And you can't identify its source, and then it may mean something. It may remind you of someone, or may give you an alert as to what that person's new lover coming in might smell like, or might like, right? Could be something that's minute as you smelling bubblegum out of nowhere, right? And you meet somebody that likes to chew gum. So, all right, let's get one from the Past Life Oracle. Tell us more, Spirit, please and thank you. All right. We have 2. All right. So maybe the situation you just came from was a karmic relationship, okay? It was supposed to teach you something. You also have Celtic that also came out as well. So there may be an Irish connection, okay? Of some kind. Could be a DT. There could be a lesson in there somewhere. We'll look into it, okay? See if I can figure it out. I've been learning a little bit about that. There are a lot in these polytheistic cultures. So we'll get 2 stargazing oracles to better identify as well. Person, place, situation, thing. One more. I'm loving this deck. It's chock full of goodies. All right, 2, please, Spirit. Tell us more. That would be Capricorn falling on the table. All right, let me get it real quick. So that could be you, or it could be the energy you're dealing with, Capricorn. Ambitious, serious, shrewd, practical, resourceful, hardworking, cautious, enduring, patient, disciplined, and wise. You also have Earth element, also Capricorn, right? That's also Taurus and Virgo as well, okay? Stability, the physical world, nature, practicality, solid foundations, be patient, being rooted and grounded. Yes, keep your life in balance, right? Okay. I'm also going to pull from the Chinese Oracle for the Chinese Zodiac, as well as anything that we need to be aware of regarding any masculine or feminine energy issues at this time. I will also read the years for whichever animal comes out. All right, but it only goes between 1948 and 2019. So if the person you're thinking of, the situation, might have years outside of that, you might have to go look it up, make sure. See if that's their year, the year of whichever animal. One more, Spirit. Thank you. All right. You have Rat in the Yin feminine energy. Year of the Rat. Year of the Rat. 1948, 1960, 1972, 1984, 1996, and 2008. And if I could do the math, that would be 1936. Before that, I think that's right. Okay. So, all right. Rat. I think it was the first one. Yes, it is. All right. Powerful life force beneath the negligible energy. So you got this. You're strong. You can overcome whatever negative energy and challenge that comes forth, okay? Cautious, agile, adaptable to adversities, and a team worker. Following the fairy, the rats under her divine protection come in flocks to the top of a cliff. Although each of them looks weak and small, the convergence of the whole family generates a great encouraging and unflailing power full of vitality. At the peak of the mountain, the rats are overlooking the vast land as if they own the entire world. The yin meanings, feminine meanings. We have negative meanings, passive meanings, and understanding meanings, okay? As far as the energies should go. Negative, and that would also identify anybody in the situation as well for you, okay? Timid, cowering, fastidious, lack of foresight and charisma. Passive meanings, compromise and appropriate adventure. Understanding meanings, trust the voice within you and make long-term plans. Okay. Let's get an identifier from the Moonology, Spirit, for timing, personal identifier, and overall energy, please. Any guidance that you might need at this particular stage. So thank you. I love working with unique decks. All right, you have new moon in Gemini, so you could be dealing with a moon Gemini or just a Gemini in general, or you could be this Gemini as well. Communication is key. This could also be a timing of the last new moon in Gemini or the one coming up, okay? So communication is key. All right, Spirit, let's get out with Normand. Do a mini spread. Tell us what's going on here with this fair woman. Peace and safety. One more. And I'll clarify with the Rock and Roll Tarot. All right. You have the Page of Wands, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, with Birch Rod. Number 11, Birch Rod brings strife, so which should be bliss. To husband and wife, all has gone amiss. Prepare for sorrows that dampen the day, begotten of quarrels that bring much dismay. So this could very well be some sort of strife within a relationship situation, and this is fast communication coming in with this page here. Could also be immature communication. You have the Stars, Six of Cups, so something from the past or nostalgia, some of your friends, perhaps someone you've known since childhood, perhaps a child, since we do have a page here as well. Number 16, shining stars bright in the sky, bodes joy from afar where happiness lies. In starlight, dreams come true, hope is in sight, success is in view. And then you have the Mice with the Seven of Wands. So there's a bit of victory in the situation. Number 23. The robber mice take your treasure. Inside the house they steal with pleasure. Hope's not forgone when this card is near. Once the mice are gone, you regain what is dear. So perhaps this fair woman or this other friend, this person that you're disappointed by, once they go, they'll be happy. They just brought in some strife and maybe a lack of faith and hope in the situation because they're just so tiresome. I already got tired just thinking about that. All right. That could mean something for you. Maybe they're just exhausting, right? Okay. So keep your life in balance so that you don't get overdrained by this. It almost feels like an energy vampire. That's the vibe I'm getting from that. Okay. And that could be what's disappointing. Maybe it was somebody you didn't think was going to be like that, right? And then, of course, the truth comes out. You know, what goes on in the dark always happens in the light. And as we have our spiritual growth, we also recognize these things more prevalent as we go along. Looks can be deceiving, and our rose-colored glasses come off, but theirs not. Sometimes it is disappointing. I can tell you that. You think some of your greatest friends that are so wise, and it turns out they're actually pretty karmic. So let's clarify Celtic. Spirit, why did Celtic come out? Just wondering if we've got a Celtic Ascended Master that's going to provide an example or a lesson or something. We have Three of Swords, heartache, breakup, grief, pain, sad, woe. Death card, transformation, release, change, being over and done with. So yeah, it seems like something broke up. Maybe it'd be a friend or lover situation, okay? And Chariot, moving forward to something better, having some progress, some achievement, some passage from this into something better. You also have Scorpio and Cancer energy on board as well. All right. That is telling me that there's got to be some sort of identifier with the Celtic there. Maybe they have Irish descent or Irish heritage or something. That might actually be very specific for someone. All right. All right, Spirit. Let's clarify scales. I think it's pretty straightforward, but we're going to go ahead and clarify scales before getting into some guidance for you. Wheel of Fortune. It's important. Spirit wants you to do this. This is fated. Eight of Cups. Move on to better. Move on to the unknown. Get more deep into spiritual. Grow from this situation. Gotcha. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Moving on from fears and crises and perceived illusions, so to speak. Defeat it with this Five of Swords here. One more. Get unstuck, right? Maybe this is a person that needs to get unstuck too. Maybe they're having the same thing. Maybe that's why this crisis came to be in the first place. And maybe, just as I thought it, the Four of Wands popped out. I love this. All right. Harmony. What I was thinking was maybe you're supposed to lead by example, right? Love it. Love it. All right. And this could very well be a marriage or a relationship. Could be also friendship. Spirit, you want to clarify that? Let's go ahead and clarify that so folks know that this is their reading or not. The world. So it could be both. It could just be all over the place. It could be anywhere with any circumstance that is regarding a partnership or friendship or connection, okay? Yep. Knight of Pentacles. All right. It's in the tangible. Slowly. Gotcha. All right. Let's get you some guidance from the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. one of our new decks here. And we'll also do, what's the name of this deck called? Hold on. Work Your Light Oracle. All right. And then I'll pull from the Ascended Master Keepers of the Light deck just to see if there's any Ascended Masters that want to chime in on the situation. And we'll pull from the Kitsune Oracle at the end, okay? So what guidance do you have for the collective at this time regarding the situation? One, please. Thank you. All right, you have Raccoon. Inventor. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. Let's get a couple from the Work Your Light, please. All right, one more, please. Oh. All right, first card out we have is Starseed. What lights you up? Okay, there's a reference to Starseed stuff, guys. That's confirmation for you. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So for those wondering, that's all about whatever starseed heritage you might be connected to. I'm still learning and exploring mine. I know it's a bit woo-woo for some, but, you know, I mean, it's interesting. You know, I have been vibing with Atlantis lately and getting into reading about and seeing, you know, stories about Atlantis and what people's theories are and everything. So that may be something you're exploring too. Maybe there's something there for you that will assist in this situation, help with your growth a bit. If anything, just to explore, right? All right, which Ascended Master wants to come out and give some advice to it? Please and thank you. Nice. We have Cernunnos, Life Force. Speaking of Celtic, guys, all right? Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. I'm going to go ahead and read about Cernunnos for you from this book. All right. He's in a few of these decks. Love him. Cernunnos, also known as Herni, is a Celtic stag god who represents connection to the earth. So keeping your life in balance. Okay. He is one of the oldest recognized Celtic gods and features on the Gundestrup cauldron, a giant silver vessel from the Iron Age. He is the lover of the Great Mother and impregnates the land so that it will be filled with life. He can help us form a connection with the animal spirits and ancestors of our land. The message. There is a deep buildup of life force within you now, and a need to channel it into action. You may have extra energy or be more alert than usual. If you have been unsure how this ties into your spiritual path, know that it can allow you to access the richness of your soul. When we are not expressing ourselves, our spiritual potential can become tamed or muted. So if you're denying yourself a desire, ask yourself how you can fulfill it. If you and your partner are trying for a child and this card appears, fertility is very possible, especially if Bridget, Cernunnos' twin flame, is present too. That may be significant to someone out there. All right, so let's get one from the Foxfire. Swing it, Oracle, please. For final guidance regarding the situation at this time. And one more. Please and thank you. Perfect. You have card number 12, Be Still a While. This card talks a lot about meditation and being in the present and communing with nature too. It's all encompassing. All right. For now, dear seeker, even while you're on this adventure, The Kitsune asks you to consider that it is time to be still a while. You have traveled far and experienced a great deal. Now these wise foxes say it's time to rest and recuperate and be still. Still as earth beneath the snow, quiet as the seed beneath the soil, and allow the energy about you to be rewoven and relieved, and the energy within you to be restored and received. This is a time for pause and to breathe, and to take deep space and time for yourself. In a world that encourages an endless doingness, this time of nothingness will seem difficult and strange at times, even frustrating. Yet there is a purpose, and there is so much that needs to be done in that stillness. Nature is not always in the process of growth. She moves and dances in a cycle of seasons, and the season for you now is winter, a season to be soft and quiet as snow, to rest as the trees do, and to prepare silently with patience for the gateways and the tests that lie ahead. You will move forward again, but for now, dear one, rest a while in this space with the Kitsune of Inari, and know you will be all for the better of this graceful, soft, and peaceful pause. So yes, out of some chaos of an ending of a situation, in order to transform, you do need to have a little bit of rebirth with that pause. So you're on the right path with it, okay? Just get back in balance if you need to. You got this. All right. 222. It sounds like it's only going to be for a few days. Until next time. Bye.